Last week, I had structure. The outline made sense. The episodes were there. The story worked on paper, but that's where most ideas stay, on paper. So this week, I started to ask better questions. Not about what sounds good, but what actually holds up. Because developing a series isn't about getting it right the first time. It's about seeing what doesn't hold and being honest enough to fix it. I started looking at the main idea again. What the story is really about. Not the scenes, not the dialogue, the core. And that's where things started shifting. Some of the ideas I had early on, they looked good, but they didn't carry weight. They didn't move anything forward. So I cut them. Because they weren't bad, they just weren't necessary. That's the one thing I've been paying attention to. How content gets made now. People start shaping ideas around what gets attention, what might perform, what might trend. That's not how I'm building this. Because the goal isn't about making something people watch. The goal is about building something that lasts. Something I could come back to. Something I actually own. So every change I made this week is about tightening that up. Making sure the story holds up, even without the extras. I started refining the emotional direction. What the character is actually dealing with. What is being carried, even if nothing is being said. Because that's where the real story is. Not in what's happening, but what's not being said. And once that got clear, everything started adjusting. The tone, the pacing, what stays, what gets removed. Some scenes got simpler, some ideas got cut out completely. And some moments actually got stronger by doing less. That's the part people don't see. Development isn't adding more, it's removing what doesn't belong. And that's where independent and mainstream start to separate. In the studio system, there are layers. Executives, notes, market considerations, audience testing. Everything starts getting shaped by multiple voices out here. It's just me making the call. What stays, what goes, what actually matters to the story. So the process looks different. It's slower in some ways, but more intentional. And that carries into everything else too. So I built a system that lets me live by still funding what I'm building. Because companies like Netflix, they're building with real budgets. 5, 15 million per episode. 50 sometimes, over 100 million for a season. And that could be just one project. I'm adding to this every week. Every decision matters more. Every dollar has a job. So when I'm cutting ideas, it's not just creative. It's structure, it's discipline, it's making sure what I'm building can actually hold long term. Because this isn't about finishing the series. It's about building something that can live on my platform. Something that adds to the catalog. Something that doesn't disappear after I post it. So this week wasn't about adding more. It was about refining what's already there. Making the story clearer, stronger, more honest. Because if the foundation doesn't hold, nothing after will. That's the part I'm focused on now.